Welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your boy, Citizen Qwadjo. If this is the first time you are seeing this face on your screen, you can subscribe, like, share, comment as well, because your comments are always welcome on this YouTube channel. On this channel we only talk about developmental issues that are going to develop our continent. Yes, those are the things that we talk about on this channel, because we want to change that narrative, that perception about Africa that we are poor. We are never poor, because a continent full of natural resources, full of talents, can't be considered as poor. But it is just because a few individuals by name greedy politicians. Yes, these people, most of them are greedy, and they just do not know how to manage our affairs, and that's why we are always being considered as poor. But this continent will never be considered as poor if we are supposed to manage our affairs as well. Guess what? Days ago, I made a video about a social media activist who was killed, and the aftermath of that incident was that two other individuals who were, youth protesting in Nigeria were also killed. Many of them were also, injured. We've had quite a number of casualties. I've made a video about it. And we are always, talking about that issue. We've been talking about that issue for days now. Trying to find ways and means, to calm souls, to find the proper way of dealing with such issues. We are finding answers to questions. Why were they killed? Why was the military presence? Who ordered them and all that? We weren't even done with that stupid thing that went on over there. Another form of stupidity has come out just yesterday, and as citizens, we need to talk about it. I think Ghana is getting to a place where the military wants to take over. No, I wouldn't say the military. A section of the military want to show their gross disrespect to the people who are paying them with their sweat. And so we need to talk about it. I know military officers, fine gentlemen, who do not indulge themselves into this stupidity that went on in Wa yesterday. And that's what we need to talk about. Yesterday afternoon, we saw a certain video circulating on the social media, and what was it about? It was about some military men. I wouldn't say officers. No, I know fine officers, well respectful officers. They don't really engage themselves into this madness, this stupidity. No, they won't do this. No, these people, they are not fine. A section of military boys. These are not men. Men think. Boys do not think. They don't have brains. A section of military boys who were on the streets of Wa, beating people up, brutalizing, some were hurt, blood was oozing all over. So we're like, what is going on? What have they done to deserve this? And guess what the news is? One of these military boys says his phone is lost. Someone has stolen his phone, and so they are on a search. And people who were in that vicinity, whenever they see you, they just come at you, they will beat you up. Hey! They were beating. Look, I'm showing you just a section of that video.
And so, yeah, they don't even, no. How? Thank God we are taking short of this. How? And so you just have to brutalize this person like this without even telling him the reason why you are even assaulting him. This is unacceptable. How?
I don't know.
And look at this. Some were sleeping in the gutters, beating them, slapping them because of just a phone. Just a phone that has gone missing. And these stupid military boys, I said, there's no military men. You know, men in the military are very wise. They are very disciplined. They don't go about doing this. I was a cadet commander in my school, back in SHS. So I had encounters with military men. They are fine, respectful men. They don't get themselves into these things, to this brutalizing attitude of no. They just don't get themselves into this. They are fine, and I respect them so much. And every Ghanaian respects the military so much, because they are noted to be very, very disciplined. In fact, they are the most disciplined institution in Ghana. That is the fact. Believe it or not, they are the most disciplined institution in Ghana. So everyone accorded them with that respect. But a section of these well-disciplined, well-mannered military men were found on the streets of Wa yesterday, brutalizing citizens, all because just a phone was missing. And every Ghanaian is angry because there's already tension in the system. We are talking about the ills that went on in Ejura. We are not even done talking about that madness. And look at this stupid thing that these military boys were doing, beating people because of just a missing phone. No, what is Ghana turning into? Now, when you go out to demonstrate, you are not allowed. You are killed. When you want to speak about things that will develop our country, you are being, harassed. You are being intimidated. Now, just a common phone that is lost. These people do not know anything about this. And look at these military boys, these uncivilized boys, these uncultured boys in military uniform. Look at what they are doing to their fellow human beings. Look, let me tell you this. If you are in uniform, it doesn't make you a superpower. Remember, we the civilians are paying with our taxes. So we are much more powerful than you. And that should continue. And the masses who are the civilians team up. You will regret wearing that uniform, because we are many than you. And when the anger is now, we are tied with this torture, we don't fear bullets any longer. We won't fear any bullets any longer, and we will match boot for boot. This is not a threat, but I'm saying that this madness needs to stop once and for all, immediately, because there is anger already. So don't fuel the burning fire. No, don't add fuel to it. Why? What have we done to deserve this? Why? What have we done to deserve this? Are we living in a military regime again, or what? Why? Why? Mr. President, the Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of... Hey, please, we beg you, we know you are fine gentlemen. The military is noted for discipline, so maintain that discipline. Let these people be brought to book. I am happy that the regional coordinating PRO of the WA, in WA, yes, was also part. And he said whatever happened, he was also beaten. He was also beaten very well. So we shouldn't say that we are now going to get, investigations. And we already have a first-hand information. Bring those people to book. In fact, strip them off from the military. Strip them off from the military. Because we can't have people we are paying with our taxes beating us up. The military is not noted for this. No. You are noted for discipline. So let that discipline prevail. Discipline these guys. Strip them off that uniform. Let them be like us. In fact, let them face the consequences of this. Because there is already tension. And if justice is not found, for these people who were beaten yesterday, don't say we didn't warn you.